gonna see some shows, we're gonna have fun on the TSJah show. Gonna talk to people who's in the know, so come join me on the TSJah show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy TSJah. Thanks to everyone who tuned into episodes 1 and 2. We survived. We made it to 3 episodes. And guess what? We're just beginning. I know so far I've only gone out and taped shows, but if you watch the intro, we're going to meet cool people. We're going to go to cool places. So this is what I wanted to do this week. This week, I decided to go out and try to do something new. Most of the times when people our age go out, we're going to the bars and everything revolves around drinking. So I wanted to find something that we could do that didn't involve drinking, and here we are at Trivia Night with my homeboy Danny Friendly. And Danny Friendly is going to show us things we can do that don't involve alcohol in our hands. And I think that's always a good alternative for people like me who don't like to drink as much. And also upcoming on the TSJah show, we have a lot of great other interviews. We have Miss Jamaica coming up. We just filmed that and it's looking great, so stay tuned. And I wanted to mention this week, I actually got to work for the WWE. And when I was a kid, I was a huge wrestling fan. And if you had told me I would go out and meet some of my favorite wrestlers, I would have never believed it. But the hoopla around Wrestlemania is crazy. There were 80,000 people going in and out of the Izod Center and the MetLife Stadium. And WWE fans are some of the craziest fans I've ever seen. I've worked hockey games, I've worked basketball games, I've worked street festivals, and the WWE fans take it. And I will say, you know, you meet these larger than life characters and you think they're going to be these huge monsters, but everyone was so cool, everyone was so kind, and I thank the WWE so much for inviting me into their family for Wrestlemania, and I hope I definitely get to work again. Now, I feel like I've talked too much. This episode is about Danny Friendly, so without any further ado, here is Danny Friendly on the TSJah show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy TSJah once again. We're here in Manhattan. I'm here with Danny Friendly, our trivia expert. I want to know what makes good trivia, because I like asking questions, but maybe sometimes my questions are a little too deep, and I don't think that really makes a good trivia night. So you're the expert, so tell us what makes a good trivia night.
Well, I think there's a big difference between, there's a lot of similarities, but a big difference between really difficult trivia and bar trivia. And what I think I do really well is I come up with some good bar trivia questions, stuff that people can come out, they can have some drinks, and they don't want to think too hard. You can't ask two things that are too obscure, but stuff that.
Wait, so this is not Jeopardy. We're not going to figure out what the obtuse angle is of the hypotenuse of the triangle or things of that nature.
Well, nothing too much more difficult than that. Okay.
Because I couldn't even formulate a fake question, so it's obviously a little bit too difficult.
Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, you do have to ask some difficult questions, but overall, they're all solid questions. A lot of them are guessable, and they're about topics that people know about. And I do a bunch of different things. People love variety. They love to do, I do a music round every trivia. And that's probably the biggest thing. People love the music round. You play songs from all different genres, all different decades, and they guess the artist or group that's performing the song, and they have to guess the title of the song. And I think I'm pretty good at coming up with some songs that people, a lot of them are recognizable, but sometimes you're like, oh man, who sings that? You just can't remember who sings it. But then when you hear it, the best trivia questions, I think, when I'm going over the answers, you hear a bunch of people go, oh, that's it. Those are the best questions, and I think I'm pretty good at coming up with those.
Wow, okay, so it's not just about questions, it's a mix of music, it's a mix of a whole bunch of things.
Absolutely.
That's really cool. So where is it that we can find you, Danny Friendly? Because this sounds like fun. I can have drinks, I can come out with my friends, and I can challenge them to a contest?
Absolutely.
That sounds amazing.
Absolutely. Tonight it's Thursday night. I do it every Thursday at Percy's Tavern here in the East Village. It's on 13th Ave, on Avenue A at 13th Street. We do it at 9 p.m. And it's an awesome time. There's a good crowd out tonight. We're going to get started in just a minute. I do it at 3 other bars throughout the city during the week. Each bar has its own vibe. Each bar, we do a little bit different, but it's the trivia is pretty much the same, but we might give out some different prizes and that sort of thing. But it's just a lot of fun, and as long as people can come out and have a good time, it's free to play for them, but we do give out prizes. As long as the bar does well, everybody has a good time, everybody wins.
Wow, Danny Friendly said prizes, drinks, fun, good time, and he's here? That sounds like a win-win, folks. If you're not doing anything, go to his Facebook page, like him, check out what he's doing, and come out and see how smart you really are. Because usually, after a few drinks, you're not as smart as you think you are.
Check out DannyFriendly.com. You can find all the information on DannyFriendly.com, where I'm at different parts of the week, different days of the week. And I actually throw out freebie questions on my website every week. I throw out a freebie question, and what that is, it's one of the more difficult questions that I'm going to ask at the upcoming week's trivia. So that way, if you're following me, if you're keeping an eye on my website, you can look up the answer to that question on your own. Then when you come into play, it's a free couple of points for you. So get a leg up on other teams.
Danny Friendly, folks. Check him out. Check me out, TSJah.info. And always go to his Facebook page, which is linked up on our websites. Quarterline Records as well.